It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's on to Week 12, and we've got a great Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Houston Texans. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And with a well-priced kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road, don't do anything to bring the crowd into it. And that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
Now he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they're talking about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go with them early and often.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll try the middle with Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
2nd and 10. Now Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. To throw, it's Allen. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts. A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Steps away. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Josh Palmer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
18. Let's hit.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Allen going to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Down to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 44 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Texans 7.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nifty move. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, do a little tip-tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. He's got Higgins over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
Yeah, he's got it. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here's Cook again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Third and 2. Now Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 127 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try to run for it with Davis. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Stroud looking to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Stroud working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. The throwing again is Stroud. That is caught. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Mixon running wide side. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Count me a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And that is no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signal for them. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On play action, Allen. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Stroud keeps it. And he is going to have the Texans first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's good.
7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Running left, it's Mixon. That's a pretty strong running there. It's going to take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 101 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And Stroud now to throw.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Stroud out of the gun here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. They didn't want the tie. They rolled the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with it. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing. Zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Allen to throw it. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Cook running right. They'll get this down to the 38.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again, it's Cook. And maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's caught by Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Firing quickly here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. To the air, Allen.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bills have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here's Stroud.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
To throw, it's Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TV.
So that, Charles, obviously just a game changer here in this fourth quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll wake up your sideline, won't it, partner?
Well, there's still time remaining, but boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball trying to salt things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score.
They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone. So they knew what they were doing all along, right? Now to lead 2 here in this fourth quarter. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. And it worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you have 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Throwing now is Allen.
That's caught. It's Coleman. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Allen. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They run it again with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills have taken a fourth-quarter lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
Texans 30. Wishnowski set the kickoff.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is first and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Here's second down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here's Stroud. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they do.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So Allen's going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid from 6 yards away. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
Texans 30. Mitch Wishnowski set the kickoff.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Oh, ready. 18. That's it.
Stroud to throw it. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there, and of course the incompletion.
Here comes second down.
On the fleek, right?
Now Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. He'll be marked down at the 26 for the gain of 7. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. Stroud. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. They run for it with Mixon. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now. Because I think
under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Stroud.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Stroud looking to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. As Stroud now to throw.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Jordan. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
It's complete. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.